Good morning, YouTube. It's a beautiful day this morning. Unfortunately, again, I'm not able to go on my walks. I have to get to work soon. But it's a nice day today, so I'm sitting out here on my porch. So the video today that I wanted to talk about, I want to kind of give another example of how voices of authority can make a claim or state a fact, a fact, something that they claim is factual, and perpetuate it, and it's actually a lie. This example comes from feminism, third wave feminism, and their claim that there's a wage gap. This is an unsubstantiated claim. There's no serious economist, no serious business news source that is going to look at this, and take it seriously. I mean, there's no evidence to support it. It's basically just a conflated lie. I mean, if you do the research, you will find that there really is no wage gap, that it's basically just women make different, they have freedom of choice, they make different decisions, and sometimes they don't make the same choices that men do, and men are a little more assertive, and they tend to get, to really fight for a raise, and there's just so many factors, different factors to explain why women on average, if you take all of women and all of men, then, women make less money than men. And that's basically what they're saying is if you take all women and see how much they make and then compare it to all men and what they make, well, of course there's going to be a difference, but that does not mean that there's a wage gap. So again, here's just another example of how a lie can be perpetuated by voices of authority, and it's just easy to deceive people. It's very easy to deceive people. So that's just another example, kind of going along with like what I've said about the theory of evolution. It's easy to just present facts, and then people who are not experts are, they're tasked with either accepting what is being told to them or do their own research. And of course, if you're not an expert, like I'm not a scientist, but I'm still able to do research into the theory of evolution and find out things, just like I was able to do research on this feminist claim about the pay gap. I'm able to do research and find out, from other sources, evidence that kind of debunks the claim. So it's not hard to do, and this is just, it's prevalent. I mean, I'm learning through this research that I'm doing that there are a lot more lies out there than we actually know. And going back to voices of authority and how they are basically, their job is to present the world to us and the facts about the world. They're tasked with presenting that to us in so that it conforms to a certain narrative that's already been decided. And again, the hierarchy, it's like, who knows where that was decided, and it was decided long ago, starting with the dissemination of information way back when with the Anunnaki, dictating to Sumerians, stuff about our past that who knows if it's true, because it's coming from voices of authority that have complete control of the narrative. So this is another example also of how everything ties in together. Like all of these things that are happening, I mean, they're all connected, and it's easy to see how facts can be obscured, information can be withheld and manipulated, and a narrative can be created or concocted to, disseminate out into the public, and that's supposed to represent our reality, and we're just supposed to accept that and believe it. And I challenge that, because there are a lot of interesting facts. There's a lot of information out there to support the claim that the world, the way that they're presenting the world and reality to us, is not accurate. And I mean, there's lots of reasons for that. We can get into that discussion maybe in another video, but basically, the way I see it is that voices of authority are tasked with presenting the world to us and reality in a certain way that conforms with the narrative, and they play their part, they play their roles, and the public either can accept it and just, accept and be satisfied with that, or you can do some research and see what's really going on. And I find it very interesting how there's all this evidence and there's all these whistleblowers. Just to give an example of all this stuff that's going on with the Nazis in Antarctica. I mean, there's a lot of evidence to support all this stuff that's supposedly happening in Antarctica. There's like secret underground bases, there's aliens, there's secret technology that we're being told is impossible, yet here that they have it and it exists, and there's deals being struck with other beings from other planets that are basically giving us technology, giving certain people, certain groups technology in exchange for what, you might ask, or you might wonder. Well, one of the ugly realities of that activity, this transfer of technology, is that one of the things that part of the deal is that they will give us technology in exchange for humans, so that they can do whatever, experiment on them, harvest whatever they need. I don't know, but there's it's not like alien abductions don't exist, aren't reported. They are. I was trying to find out how many are reported yearly, and I could not find that number, not through like conventional sources. But they do happen. And of course, those people are usually looked at as weirdos or, nut jobs. But I don't know. You just got to start piecing the pieces of the puzzle, putting them together. And then you start to see this picture that starts to paint a very different reality from the one that we are being told, that's supposed to fit into this narrative that we are also being force-fed throughout our entire life. Starting from, with indoctrination in kindergarten, in school, in grade school. We're told all these lies, and I mean, it's just amazing to discover all of this stuff that kind of paints a different picture. So that's basically where that's basically my video for today. I just kind of wanted to point that out, and I will of course keep doing more videos and providing more sources, which I hope are beneficial, because I think one of the things that we really need to do as a society in general is break away from this idea that we have to just have these peer-reviewed sources, and they have to come from like some kind of academic, scholarly source in order for them to be legit. And I'm learning that there's this system and this hierarchy that's in place to control the narrative, so you have to really question those sources. And I'm listening to whistleblowers, so I think that's what we need to do, is we need to listen to whistleblowers, see what they're talking about, and there's a lot of them. So anyways, that's my video for today. I hope that made sense, and I will keep posting. Tomorrow I will be able to go on my walk, so I'll post from Kessler Park. Thanks to all my subscribers for watching and hanging in there, and I hope that we can just keep learning together and growing. Thanks for watching.